3 weeks ago, we released DB Pro alongside our third devlog. Since then, that devlog has passed 20,000 views. The channel's hit 1,000 subs, and we've gone viral twice on Reddit and Hacker News. In today's devlog, I'll break down what all of that actually turned into, the website traffic, the download numbers, and what we've been building for the next version of DB Pro. So strap in, because we've got a lot to cover in this video. If you're just joining us, we're building DB Pro, a modern, beautiful and performant desktop app for managing your databases, and we're documenting our entire journey through a series of devlogs. In the last video, we had just released DB Pro v1. Up until then, no one had tried DB Pro apart from the DB Pro team, myself and Jack. That was 3 weeks ago. And, well, as you saw from the numbers just a minute ago, things kinda went crazy. As of today, we're at around 20,000 views for that last devlog, and over 1,000 subs on this channel. We're at over 2,000 downloads of DB Pro, and almost 200 of you have joined our Discord server. By the way, if you want to join, the link is in the description below. So yeah, kind of viral. We had no idea DB Pro would get this big. We knew we'd built an awesome product, but until we started reading your comments on the last video, we didn't realize how much people wanted a modern database desktop workbench. So into build week 7, we jump-started as soon as we released DB Pro v1. And build week 7 was all about fixing bugs and adding small features here and there reported by you guys. The comments in the last video were absolutely amazing, and they've helped steer our roadmap. So please keep them coming. Here's some of the highlights. A lot of you were asking for Windows and Linux support. In fact, we have a waitlist on the DB Pro website where you can tell us what platform you want us to release next. As of the last devlog, we only released DB Pro for macOS. Our waitlist tells us that 5 times more people want DB Pro on Windows than Mac, and 3 times more people want Linux than macOS. So we had a really great launch, but it could have been 5 times bigger had we launched with Windows first. The next ask was a one-off payment rather than a monthly sub, which we completely get. And we actually hustled very quickly to get an update out that allows you to buy a one-time license for DB Pro. I just want to say thank you to everyone. If you subscribed, commented, liked, shared, joined the Discord, and of course downloaded DB Pro, thank you so much, seriously. By the end of build week 7, we had a version that was feeling really solid, and we also managed to get out a version of DB Pro for Intel Macs, which a small portion of our audience wanted. If you're new here, the way we're building DB Pro is that we work on features for a week, and then we take a week off and we focus on marketing DB Pro. Going into marketing week 4, it felt like the perfect moment to try something a bit more ambitious. It's December, so people are in a festive mindset, and historically, this is a really great time for community-driven challenges. If you're a developer, you've probably heard of Advent of Code, a yearly set of programming puzzles released daily throughout December. It's become a bit of a tradition in the dev world, part learning, part competition, and really part excuse to relax and code every morning with a coffee. So that got me thinking, what if we did something like that, but focused entirely on databases and SQL? What if we created a series of 24 challenges and puzzles, all solved using SQL? We already had an interactive SQL playground that runs directly in your browser, which meant you could jump straight in and solve each challenge on the spot. So there's no need to download the challenge files and fire up a local database client like DB Pro. I spent roughly half the week building out the challenge pages and UI components, and the rest of the time designing and writing the first set of challenges themselves. I wrapped everything in a kind of mystery-driven story about a lost reindeer, which slowly unfolds into something much bigger and stranger as you progress. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's genuinely fun, and the ASCII art really looks great and suits it. It even works beautifully on mobile. If you want to check it out, the link is in the description below, or just go to dbpro.app. The link to the advent of SQL is on the homepage for December. I posted it to a few subreddits after launching, and it sort of went viral. It got to the top of a few database and SQL-focused subreddits, and thousands of people have visited it since. One person is even solving the challenges and posting them on Twitter, which we think is really cool to see. This next part is kinda crazy, and I'm still in disbelief that it happened. After the advent of SQL, I started digging deeper into SQLite, which powers the in-browser playground that we created. That's when I discovered a really powerful and surprisingly underused feature of SQLite. It's JSON support with virtual generated columns. I came across a Hacker News comment explaining how you can store raw JSON, extract the fields into virtual columns, index them, and then you can suddenly query JSON at full index speed. It sounded almost too good to be true, so I reused our interactive SQL playground to build live examples and ended up writing a blog post walking through exactly how it works. I added a few GIFs to the post and posted it to a site I read a lot, Hacker News, which is where I found the original comment. Anyway, I posted it not really expecting much, and well, an hour later it was on the front page, and then 2 hours later it was position 1. I honestly could not believe it, and I still can't believe it. So there's something called the Hacker News effect. Let me show you. So here's our website traffic before me posting that blog post to Hacker News. And then here's our traffic when we got to the #1 spot on the front page of Hacker News. Yeah, talk about going viral. And now for the big announcement. DB Pro is available for Windows and Linux as of today. If you want to, you can pause the video and head over to dbpro.app/download to download it for Windows and Linux right now. Yes, a lot of our users will be very happy with this news, and we're also super happy to now support macOS, Windows and Linux. Next up is MongoDB support. So quite a lot of you were asking for MongoDB support, and we also wanted it because we're fans of MongoDB. You can now connect to MongoDB databases directly in DB Pro. You can run MQL queries or drop straight into the MongoDB shell, all from a single interface. We noticed that a lot of database clients either don't support MongoDB at all, or they stop short of giving you proper shell access. With everything in DB Pro, we wanted the developer experience to be as good as possible, so you can choose what works best for you. You can write MQL or run commands directly in the shell. You can also browse and edit your data in a clean table and grid view. Personally, I've never been a fan of MongoDB Compass's default document layout. It just doesn't scale or read very well, for me personally. That's why we built something that's much easier to work with. Next up is saving queries. This was one of the most requested features and something we were also missing ourselves when using DB Pro day to day. If you've got queries you run regularly for debugging, reports, or experiments, you can now save them and come back to them instantly. No more digging through query history or keeping messy note files on your computer. You just save it once and it's always there. So here's how it works. You write a query and then you click this save button up here. That's it. You don't need to put it in a folder to begin with. If you want to organize things later, you can create folders. For example, a most used folder or one for daily reports. And then you can move saved queries into them at any time. If you then update a saved query, DB Pro automatically keeps a version history. You can open the versions panel using the button on the right, and you can see previous versions of the query and click on any one of them to load it back into the editor. So, what is next for DB Pro? Well, 2025 has been a really great year for us, and we only really started DB Pro in October. So we've only been at this for a little over 3 months. Therefore, we're just getting started. There are more database connectors to add, plenty more ways to improve the developer experience, and yes, dashboards, workflows, and notebooks are coming, among other things. As we wrap this year up, we just want to say thank you. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. We hope you all had an amazing 2025. 2026 is going to be absolutely action-packed for us, and these devlogs are going to get bigger and bigger. We have some seriously exciting features planned. So until next time, we hope you have a fantastic 2026 and all the best from the DB Pro team.